Hi friends, wish you a very good morning to the respected ma'am and all my dear friends, those who are present here. This is Santosh Kumar Mohanty, a student of 2nd SEM MEd, bearing class roll number 27. Here on this online platform, I am going to present my PowerPoint presentation on the topic the SMDC. Here I have prepared my all video over the SMDC in this regard, like the backdrop, the introduction, the composition of the SMDC, subcommittees of SMDC, meeting of SMDC, roles and responsibilities of SMDC, empowering the SMDC, then conclusion and finally references. Now friends, I would like to discuss about the backdrop of SMDC, which acts like the stepping stone of SMDC. Backdrops. Friends, the RAMSA, which is known as the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhijan, assigns special importance to decentralized planning and implementation with active involvement of community members, teachers, parents, local bodies including Panchayat Raj institution or municipal bodies and other stakeholders in the management of secondary education through establishment of multi-member school management and development committees. Now, introduction. Friends, the RAMSA framework provides that every secondary school will constitute a school management and development committee, which is briefly called as the SMDC. This committee will be responsible for all the activities including planning, data collection, implementation, monitoring, evaluation and taking remedial actions on all the interventions of the scheme. Moreover, its ultimate aim is to ensure the wide participation of all the stakeholders in the management of schools with the all-round development of that concerned school. Now, come to the next slide, the composition of SMDC. The specific composition of SMDC suggested by the RAMSA is including the following 17 members, like they are: first, the principal, who will be the chairman of the committee. Next, the vice principal, who will be the member secretary of the committee. Next, the others members will be one teacher from social science, one teacher from science and another from math. One male members amongst the parents and next one female members amongst the parents. Next, two members of that concerned panchayat or municipal corporation. He may be the sarpanch or any other members or councillors. Next, one member from SC or ST community. Then one member from educationally backward community. One member from women groups. Next, one member from education development committee of each village. Then three experts from science, humanities, art and craft, each one respectively. Next, one officer from the education department to be nominated by the district project coordinator, which is known as DPC, or by the district education officer, which is known as shortly DEO. And finally, another nominated officer from the audit and account department. Now, in this slide, now come to the subcommittees of SMDC. Here friends, the SMDC will be assisted by two subcommittees. One is school building committee and another one is academic committee. First, the school building committee. The school building committee will be responsible for all the activities including planning, estimation, management, monitoring, supervision, reporting, maintenance of accounts, presenting accounts before SMC or the Panchayat or the ULB, etc. relating to construction, renovation, repairing and maintenance and other related civil works. The suggested composition as follows. Here the principal will be the chairman, one member from Panchayat or one ULB, one member from experts in civil works like civil engineer or any civil consultant, another member from parents, one member from audit and accounts department. Next, the academic committee. The academic committee will be responsible for all academic activities including planning, management, monitoring, supervision, reporting and collection of data. The academic committee will be responsible for ensuring quality improvements, equity, reducing barriers like socio-economic, gender and disability, teachers and students, attendance, recommending teachers for training, guidance and counseling, student achievements, co-curricular activities, and overall academic and personality development to students and teachers. The suggested composition is, first here the principal will be the chairman of this committee and one member from parents and members from local experts from science, math, humanities, art and craft, culture, sports, etc. One student selected by the principal. Here this selection is completely optional. Next, roles and responsibilities of SMDC. Sorry friends, before discussion anything about roles and responsibilities, now one more slide is the meeting of SMDC. Yes, in this regard, first of all, the district program coordinator, who is known as DPC, in consultation with the education department, will prepare a schedule of meetings for every school with his or her jurisdiction. Next, it will be also ensured that the meetings are held frequently and in any case at least once in a fortnight. Next, the schedule of meetings will be circulated among the members by the principal of the school concerned. Now the next slide, let's go to the rules and responsibilities of SMDC. Friends, rules and responsibility of SMDC, as per various chapters of Ramsar framework, the SMDC will be responsible for all activities including planning, collection of data, implementation, monitoring, evaluation and taking corrective or remedial actions on all the components or interventions of the scheme, infrastructure as well as academic and others at the school level. Next, the SMDC shall prepare a school level perspective plan and annual plan. The SMDC through various stakeholders should undertake extensive community mobilization to overcome barriers in children belonging to SC, ST, OBC, etc. at secondary and higher secondary stage. Friends, the SMDC can do the conduct of civil works including repair and maintenance for improvement of school facilities in accordance with laid down rules and procedures. Next, the SMDC can certify the maintenance and repair works undertaken in a school for which technical provisions need to be followed. The community right to know the cost parameters has to be fully respected. Next, the SMDC will maintain all relevant records for recurring as well as non-recurring expenditure. These records will be updated on a regular basis and placed before the committee in every meeting. The records and progress on each component or interventions of the scheme will also be placed in the meeting of the panchayat or urban local bodies. Next, the SMDs will inspect the work sites and take stock of progress of recurring and non-recurring expenditure under various components of the schemes of consumables, availability of required facilities and textbooks, status of education including teachers' attendance, student attendance, conduct of teachers and students, quality aspects, law and order situations in and around school premises, health condition and immunizations of students, equity aspects like problems and counters by girls, SC/STs, children belonging to BPL families and educationally backward minorities. Now friends, come to the empowering the SMDC. Dear friends, in this regard of empowering, recently by order dated 22nd July 2014, the ministry has enhanced the financial limit of civil works which can be undertaken by SMDC for rupees 10 lakhs to 30 lakhs. It is also mandate as per the order of Ramsar that to carry out construction of all civil works through community participation positively. Next, finally, SMDC shall arrange to carry out the civilian works through a transparent way and maintain system of account keeping continuously. Friends, next come to the conclusion. It can be concluded that community mobilization and class involvement of community members in implementation of secondary education is extremely critical as it fosters bottom-up approach. Not only it effectively planning and implementation of interventions in this school, but also in effective monitoring, evaluation and ownership of the government programs by the community. Hence, active participation of the community also ensures transparency, accountability and helps in better management of a school. Thank you.